Leprechaun 4 in space. How's the Leprechaun wreaking havoc in space? I've seen this once. I've seen this once and I hated it. Has my opinion changed? Well, the positives are I do like the space setting. It makes it stand out a little more, and it actually doesn't feel too weird for this franchise. The effects work is pretty good in this movie. Like the guy who got killed by bacteria, that looks pretty cool. The sergeant's metal head looks pretty good. The doctor's robot body looks good. And Harold's head getting flattened, that looked pretty good. The Leprechaun getting blown up was cool in the beginning. And Mitten Spider looked pretty cool. I really liked that effect. Speaking of Dr. Mittenhand, Dr. Mitten Spider, I guess, I don't know. His death was pretty cool. He gets frozen and blows up. It's a standout kill of the movie. I really like that kill. It's kind of a standout kill of the franchise, I'll say. I really like that kill. And something I can say about this and not many Leprechaun movies, this movie was actually pretty engaging. It was almost never boring. I was entertained with it pretty much throughout the entire movie. I was entertained. I was intrigued with the story of Marines trying to kill the Leprechaun. On to the negatives. The CGI for the spaceship looks pretty bad. Like, any CGI in this movie just looks terrible. Especially compared to practical effects. Like the CGI looks terrible compared to, like, Dr. Mitten's spider and Harold's head flattening. At the very least, they probably could have used, like, a toy spaceship or something and just shot it in front of a space background. That probably would have looked better. Another thing for this movie is, for all the really good makeup work in the movie, you think there'd actually be way more gory kills. One guy gets crushed by something, and a girl just falls to her death. One guy has the Leprechaun come out of his pee hole, which I guess is kind of interesting for the concept of it, but it's not really visually graphic. It's not really that gory. The only, like, really good kill is, like I stated in the positives, Dr. Mitten Spider's kill. That was very cool. And the last negative is also about Dr. Mitten Spider. Although I did like the makeup work for it, I really liked that. The character itself does almost nothing in the story. He's just there kind of doing stuff. He's an inferior villain to the Leprechaun. It just seemed like something just to pad the runtime, just to add something else to the story. So I just really don't like that part of it. But in the end, I was actually surprised how engaged I was with the movie. Don't get me wrong, it's not this sweeping blockbuster, but I was actually kind of engaged with it, more than I thought I would. And it was pretty entertaining. Dare I say, I like this a little bit more than the first one. So, I actually kind of do, if you like the Leprechaun franchise, I think you'll like Leprechaun 4 in Space. So, I recommend, for this franchise, of course, Leprechaun 4 in Space. Thanks for watching.